Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. This is Janoy with Trading the Charts Pro, and guys, this is one more session of Market Outlook. In Market Outlook, we look at the market using technical analysis as well as our experience to make an analysis or to make a projection of where we think the market can go in the next coming week. So it's always good to use the closing session or whenever the market is down to do your homework, do some research, look at the market while it's closed, make some projections, make some measurements, and determine with a game plan where the market is going to go for the next week, so that when the market open again, you already know what you're looking for and how you should treat the specific market, given that the market moved in the direction that you were anticipating. So basically, when we jump into the market outlook, we look at the market objectively and not with a specific bias, so that whenever the market does move, we don't end up get blindsided for any specific reason. Okay, all right, so guys, let's just jump into the charts and see what the charts are telling us and where we think this market is gonna go. I do want to point out one thing, guys, that it's a crazy time right now. We have to be extremely cautious when we're putting money at risk. We have to be very objective, because it's just an unprecedented time that we're really in right now. And because of that, the market is extremely volatile. It's moving here, it's moving there. The president has coronavirus and all of this crazy stuff. We have an election in a couple weeks, so I want to caution you in regards to all of these events when you're jumping into this market. All right, so let's look at the chart and see where we can project that this market is actually going to go. So I have the ES futures right here, and guys, what have we see right here going on? Well, we talked about the breakout, we pulled back down, we talked about the bear flag, which we did get breakdown, and then we talked about this level that was a pre-breakout level. It actually held up pretty nice as a support, and we got a very nice bounce right back up to the 50 SMA as well as the short-term EMA. We did recover above all of those. But what's most important, guys, is to know the patterns, because if you know the patterns, indicator doesn't matter much, or they really doesn't matter at all. What matters is where the price action is saying that it's gonna go. All right, so right here, I mean, if you look at this, guys, we can see clearly based on experience that this price pull down, right? So typically this is acting like it's want to make a downtrend, but it's not really a downtrend. Okay, it's just a two-legged move to the downside. Now the two-legged move to the downside came down, hit a support, which is the lowest point that move had hit, and we got a bounce from there. So if you understand a couple of the price pattern, at least for me, what I'm currently seeing right now is that price run up. Yes, it did hit the 50 SMA and then it started to pull back. But look a little bit closer, you can see that actually on this side, when price fell, price came down to this level and it bounced just a little bit before it actually comes back down. Now, in a inverse head and shoulders pattern, guys, this is a classic inverse head and shoulders pattern. At least that is how it's looking right now. So I am anticipating that this market is going to bounce from this level, and we're looking to come back up. We may not get back to the very top, but at least we're coming back to test this level right here and potentially come somewhere up here before the election. And then once that happens, guys, there's no telling what's gonna happen. The president may lose the election. He may decide not to leave the office, and then all of this other political stuff start to interfere with the way the market actually moves. So as of right now, I'm very bullish up to around 3,450 because I am seeing clearly where this pattern looks 100% like a inverse head and shoulders pattern. All right, what is a inverse head and shoulders pattern? A inverse head and shoulders pattern is a bullish reversal pattern. So what this simply means is that price was actually coming down and we have a immediate reversal from a downtrend or a potential short-term pullback back to the upside. All right, so as long as price is able to hold this level right here, guys, I'm looking for this thing to pump back up to minimum right here, and then when it gets to this level we will see. But what is very typical of a inverse head and shoulders pattern is it typically sets up and push price back up to the level that it was coming from. And in this case, we can see that price was coming from, you know, the 3,550 level. I'm not guaranteeing that price is gonna hit that level again, but what we're seeing is a setup that is projecting or setting up to push price back up to this level. How far up is gonna go? Well, now this is when we start to get a little bit more technical and we start to look at the tools. So when we try to anticipate how far it's gonna come, we can just look at this pullback level and say, well, there is a potential that when price can just bounce and retrace any of the retracement level of this move that we had right here. So we may not get back all the way to the top, but we may just do a quick retracement, but the market is going higher. Why? We have more stimulus on the line setting up right now to come public. So for all of those reasons, I do think that this market is going to bounce and go higher. How higher? I don't know, but I want to see it come around 3,450. When we get back to that level, all my bullish plays are off the table until after this election has completely come and gone, because right now we're in a time where everything is very, very uncertain, and we need this election to come and pass before the market can get some more clarity and we know 100% where we're gonna go in terms of, you know, the political stuff, as well as, you know, where we're gonna go economically based on the plan that the president, whoever, you know, wins, is gonna put in place. So right now I'm bullish because of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. We got a shoulder here, we got a shoulder here, and then we have the head down here. I am not looking to see this market break back down. It's very possible, you know, something could happen and, you know, we end up breaking down. But of right now, I am 100% feeling like this market is going to bounce and move back to the upside. All right, so if we actually switch over to a smaller time frame of, you know, the ES, we can start getting a little bit, you know, deeper into what's going on. So we can see that, okay, right around this level, you know, the market run up, it pulled back, came up here, it had a quick double tap right here, and now it pulls back down. It bounced at this very same, you know, level that was a support level on this side. So it's very possible that we can actually just get a push up from here, or we can just end up getting another pullback down to this level before we attempt to go higher. And like I said, I'm anticipating this market to come back bare minimum, you know, up into the 3,400 levels, and then from there we will get a little bit more clarity as where everything is going to go. All right, so guys, if you did like this video, give me a quick thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you can also come and join me on Facebook in our community, Trading the Charts Pro community. There we'll put out, you know, a chart setup and projection of where we see the market going every day, so that you can have that as a guide to what you're looking to do specifically every day. If you have questions, you can always throw them down there in the comments, and I'll be very, very happy, you know, to answer those questions and to help you to clear up anything that you potentially don't understand. All right, so until then, guys, I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and thank you very much for watching. All right, I look forward to seeing you in the comment section or my next video.